sure is very popular this year, because how can you not fall in love with this? This is the animal planter from Girl Next Door with glasses. It was $38, but you were able to get it today for $34.98, which breaks down to 3 easy payments of $11.66. So cute for that instant joy. You were getting these furry friends. They're getting in on that growing action, or you could put some faux plants in here, but it is just that incredible, whimsical addition to your home. I mean, we know you are obviously a garden lover, but you are a plant lover. An animal lover, pet lover.
I've been rescuing pets for many years, and I have a house full, and I love every single one of them. And you know, I've designed a lot of my collection to kind of be inspired by some of my real pets.
Right.
So this little doggy right here is my Shih Tzu Dobie. He looks exactly like Dobie if Dobie wore glasses.
I mean, he looks very intelligent.
And his little bow tie. Come on.
He looks very studious. Then we have our cat. Or is that that's a squirrel?
This is the squirrel.
That's our squirrel.
And a squirrel, of course, is an homage to our popular QVC squirrel Nutsy, who used to be a star of Denim and Company.
Yes, and then we have our dog. Oh, that's our cat. I'm reading these all backwards.
Sorry, I got them out of order. This is our kitty cat. Her name is Bling, but she's modeled after my parents' ragdoll cat, Sydney. You can see she has blue eyes, and she's got the two-tone fur. And then we have a couple of others.
Yes, we have the bunny on QVC.com, which is super cute as well. I mean, that little yellow tie.
The bunny's name is Claude Hopper.
Claude Hopper. So what inspired this?
Well, I love, you know, animal-themed things in my garden. My pets spend a lot of time in the garden with me.
Yeah.
I like this little pot because it's smaller. So you could actually even use this pot as like a kitchen utensil holder or rolled up napkins or something on your picnic table. It only has a 5-inch opening, so it's perfect for your annuals. Of course, it has a drainage hole at the bottom like all of my pots do. You're going to pull that little silicone plug unless you are not putting a real plant in there.
Okay.
Then you could leave it plugged up. But it's a vertical, so it doesn't take up a lot of real estate. So, you know, it's only about 8 inches wide at the bottom. So you can put it on a small corner table or on your kitchen counter or wherever you'd like it to be. And if you do have it outside, shop with confidence with all of my outdoor things, because they are all time tested over and over again to be safe outside. So corrosion resistant, rust resistant. All of my flower pots are made out of a stone, powder, and poly resin material combination. So they're lightweight. They look like wood or stone, but they're much more durable outside. And also, you can really create a lot of detail with the poly resin.
Yeah.
So you can really see the expressions on their faces, their little whiskers, their cute little mouths and smiley
Even the eyes. The eyes look like they're real.
Yeah,
and
I know.
what I love about your collection is that these are a lot of pieces that feel like you would find them when you're on vacation at that beautiful boutique, you know, that in a coastal town. Like they all look one of a kind.
I will say, nothing in my collection looks like it came from a big box store, because it didn't. And you will not find any of these things anywhere else but QVC. They're all exclusive to here. You won't find them anywhere else but that you shop for garden things. And I just like to think that, and I know a lot of you agree with your comments and reviews, they're very special. They're really well made. They don't look a dime a dozen.
No.
And they do look one of a kind, like you found them in a little specialty shop when you were on vacation or something like that.
Yeah, and it's just so, these are the pieces that you fall in love with, that you look forward to, you know, placing in new parts of your home.
Right.
And if you are someone who has those multiple pets, or you have the pet lover in your family, an incredible gift as we think of Mother's Day, as we think of Father's Day. This is the time to pick up something that is so unique, that is so well made at a sale price. So do not miss out on the chance to get this, because it really is that one-of-a-kind piece that you can obviously use for your real plants, but put your faux plants in here. Use this, as you said, like those utensils.
Yeah,
maybe if you were having those graduation parties and you need somewhere to put all of the utensils or the party favors, this is it. The dog, I have to tell you, very studious, very popular.
Well,
he is flying out the door.
And everybody said, why'd you put glasses on him? I said, why not? I wear glasses. You know, a lot of times kids get their first pair of glasses, and glasses are so cool. And, you know, I just think the fact that we put the little Harry Potter glasses on him just makes them look darling. And the glasses are affixed. They're not removable. They're not going to wibble wobble around. And whatever you put in them, like we put a little greenery over here, but just picture it with little daffodils or petunias or something coming out of the top, and it's like their, it looks like their little hat or their little hair. I mean, it's just so cute. You can give all kinds of personality to these depending on what you put in it. And the fact that, most of my pots are larger. This is for it could almost like a bud vase. You could do cut flowers in here, which would be great too if you wanted to make it as a little vase. But you can certainly fill it with soil and grow your little annuals, petunias or pansies or something like that. Little marigolds would look fantastic in here. You could do little herbs in the top of it as well.
Right, and I love the idea of maybe pick up more than one and have the two friends at the front door. Yes, welcoming you in. There's so many ways you can use this. Put it in the windowsill, but do not miss out on the chance to pick these up. All you have to do is decide which friend you want arriving at your door, whether it is our very popular dog.
And he's our Shih Tzu puppy.
I love him.
And then we have the squirrel. And you can tell the squirrel versus the cat because the squirrel's ears turn sideways.
Oh, yeah.
Like a squirrel.
Yeah, of course.
And then Kitty's ears turn forward, and they're pink inside, and she's got the blue eyes.
And I love those bandanas on them. And then we have, last but not least, Mr. Bunny. He is our most limited choice. What was his name again?
Clodhopper. I actually had a rabbit named Clodhopper. He's in heaven now, but my husband thought of that name, and you wear clodhoppers in the Midwest like work boots, and we thought he would be a French rabbit named Claude Hopper. So.
Well, if you want Clodhopper, I'm sorry to say there's only 200 left. They are hopping out the door. So make sure you're placing the orders. 800-500-7590 is the number to call. M99722 is your item number. And as we step into spring and summer, these are the additions we put in our home that just make it, really make a house a home. And it gives it that personality.
I just think, again, they are a flower pot, but they're small and vertical, so you can use them for so many other things. Teacher gift, you could put pencils and rulers in there. Now, they're not food safe, so I'm not recommending to put food in there. Because my husband said, could you put cookies in there? I'm like, not unless they're individually wrapped. But it is great for other non-food items or a bud vase or any kind of small plant, and it doesn't take up a lot of space.
No.
So sometimes on your patio, the tables, the little accent tables, are really small, so you can't put a big basket of flowers on there. But if you put this on there, there's still room for a cocktail or
100%.
A little plate of snacks, because it's little.
And they're just joining you. This is your company on those beautiful days, on the balcony, in the windowsill, on the table. And I also love that it's not, it's not heavy at all, but it's sturdy enough that it's not going to blow away in the wind.
No, and it won't get icky outside in the weather either, because it's safe to keep it outdoors.
So you just decide whether you want that dog, Mr. Squirrel, or the cat. I love their matching bandanas if you want to pick them up as a pair. And we cannot forget Clodhopper, our bunny, but he is super limited, so make sure you are placing those orders. 3 easy payments of $11.66 gets it home. It's item number M99722. I love the idea of that teacher's gift that you mentioned, because the end of the school year is quickly approaching, and this is a gift that's not going to break the bank, but will be with them for years to come.
Right.